If you look at Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, Brandon Ingram, LaMelo Ball, or Mohamed Bamba, the most common thing everyone says is, well, they should gain weight, then they will be amazing at basketball. And most of the time, the worst and hardest thing for an NBA player to do is gain weight. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you why NBA players can't and won't bulk up. Kevin Durant is known for being light, very strong, and very athletic. He could throw down a dunk, but then he could also dribble like he was 6 foot and blow past a defender and pull up for a jump shot. This is really important because if he was to gain a lot of mass, let's say 10 to 20 pounds, he wouldn't even have the ability to still blow past defenders. He would have to resort to actually posting up defenders and doing a lot more low post moves. This will completely take away the purpose of his basketball game. Now let's take a look at LeBron James. LeBron James' game is mainly built around bodying his defenders. He can actually shoot the three very well the past couple of years, but recently and even back then, he can blow past defenders, use his body to absorb contact, and dunk on anyone in front of him. The benefits of his big frame is that he could post down defenders, he can dunk on anyone, and he could finish at a very high rate because almost nobody can contest him. Now, what if we gave LeBron James size to Kevin Durant? Now, all of a sudden, when you have 20 to 50 pounds more on your body, you can't do the things that make you more agile. Kevin Durant is more of a dribble type of person who likes to shoot and play around the perimeter, when LeBron James likes to go down the post and actually use his body to be more physical and dominate the game that way. Now you're telling Kevin Durant to change his play style to be more physical when he already is physical enough for his size, and he's already fast enough with his size. And he could play a lot of minutes in NBA games and play very good defense on the top players in the league. Kevin Durant is also one of the best shooters of all time, and the worst thing a good shooter can do in the NBA is put on muscle. When you put on a lot of muscle in your shoulder and your chest, that can really mess with the way your shooting form is and can mess with the fluidity of your shot, especially if you're lifting then shooting right after you lift. You know those first 10 to 20 shots are absolutely horrible because your brain is trying to adapt to a completely new body that you broke down doing incline bench presses and shoulder presses. Kevin Durant and many other NBA players are also ectomorphs, which is naturally long and lean body frame and is very hard to put on muscle and weight. Another NBA player is Brandon Ingram. He is built to be super small and he is built to be slim, but he's very quick, and everyone says he needs to get bigger, but it would ruin his ability to play the point guard position and the power forward position. A lot of NBA players actually say that he's really strong even though he's so skinny, but if you were to tell him to actually put on size, then he loses the ability to play on the perimeter and he has to be forced to do a post game. But like I said earlier, he doesn't even have a real post game that he can go to all the time because he's a perimeter player, even though he's 6'9". Now I'm going to bring up one of our last NBA players, Kristaps Porzingis. He is a known 7-footer who shoots from the three-point line and even deeper. He is great at playing defense, and he also has a little bit of a dribble package where he can blow past defenders and throw down some easy dunks. Now, what if we put 10 pounds on his upper body? Now, all of a sudden, he's using a lot more shoulder and a lot more chest to get his shots off, when really shooting from deep actually comes from your lower body. One common wall that all these NBA players hit is that they can't even gain weight in the first place. Let me put this in perspective for you. The average NBA height is 6'6". The average NBA weight is 217 pounds. The average amount of hours NBA players put into working out could be between 6 to 10 hours every week on average, and it could be even more than that, all the way up to 30 hours. If I put that into a weight loss calculator and put the goal to gain lean muscle, they would have to eat 4,000 calories. That is absolutely absurd and very hard for a lot of people to do. But that is only your average NBA player. There are plenty of guys who are 6'9" and taller who plays hours of basketball every week and weigh well into the 230 plus pounds. So due to the weight, height, and workload, it's almost impossible to gain weight. And for their game, we kind of know that putting on muscle can honestly ruin the game in plentiful of ways more than it can help. Why don't you learn why it's important to stay lean by watching this video right here about Olympic experience being smaller than you but faster than you.